Honorable Gandu, some call him Puhanja Palanga. Others call him Sawali. Honorable Haruna Idrisu, Education Minister, Tamale South MP.
Your Excellency, President John Dramani Mahama, President of the Republic and Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, ably supported by Oga Mrs. Lodina Mahama, First Lady of the Republic, and a proud Oga. Na Pisholana na Andane, if you indulge me, may I recognize my colleague members of Parliament, in particular the Minister for Energy, the Honorable Jinapo, the Honorable Sohene Deputy Roads, and our new Member of Parliament for Tamale Central, Professor Alidu, not forgetting the Honorable Member for Kumbungu, Northern Regional Minister, Chief Executive Kolebu Teaching Hospital, Deputy Governor, Bank of Ghana, Chair, Excellence. You know, when you have the Commander-in-Chief behind me and in front of me, I can't risk an attempt to respond to all the issues that have been said by Headmaster. But to join the nation and the country in celebrating GHANASCO at 65. We celebrate you, and I say, Aiko. It is even more fitting today as we celebrate this milestone. Back to the office, I'm sure he learned the value of Dania Suma, which translates to patience and good intentions. His good intentions to reset Ghana have brought him back to reset Ghana. Mr. President, I'm proud to announce that the Ghana Education Trust Fund, under your able leadership, will respond to some of the developmental needs of GHANASCO and many other secondary schools in Ghana. And today, President Mahama, you have the singular and unique honor to cut sod for the construction of a 5,000 capacity multipurpose assembly hall, the first of its kind in Ghana, to be sponsored by the Ghana Education Trust Fund, a 2-story 12-unit classroom block to reduce congestion and promote effective living, a 2-story boys dormitory block, and a 2-number 12-seater toilet facilities, and the rehabilitation and equipping of the science laboratory. Mr. President, this is not like the usual political promise. You will walk the action of the delivery of these projects within the next 24 months of your research agenda. So, Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, now Pisholana, with President Mahama at the helm of affairs, as I have said always, he is resetting Ghana even in education. And his focus, even as we review curriculum, will be to emphasize digital education and the acquisition of digital skills. Today, GHANASCO will benefit from a smart classroom, which is an indication of what the president intends to upskill across the country for the digital provision of education. GHANASCO therefore embodies discipline, integrity, selflessness, and a commitment to nation building. GHANASCO's performance, as we had, demonstrate this resilience and dedication in 2023 and 2024. Approximately 90% of students from this school who took part in the West Africa Senior Secondary School Certificate Examination qualified to transition into tertiary institutions. That is also a commendable feat. And to have the maestro, Abedi Pele, one of the celebrated icons of Ghana's football, a proud GHANASCAN, we only can say we celebrate you today at 65. We therefore, Mr. President, will be upgrading some infrastructure across the country. And Mr. President, I'm happy to note that the Ghana Education Trust Fund law, the amendment is before Parliament, and I'm sure before 31st December 2025, it will be passed as an amended act. And distinguished ladies and gentlemen, once you have the president give the keynote, I have to be ending here. But just to emphasize three things. Few years ago, there were those who said President Mahama did not have a social intervention as president. The president have adequately and sufficiently responded to those critics. One, with Mahama Care, functional and operational. No fees stress, functional and operational. No fees for persons, free fees for persons with disability in tertiary institutions, functional and operational. And Mr. President, I'm happy to announce on your behalf that if the Get Fund Amendment Act passes, all learners with special needs will now benefit from free feeding under the leadership of President John Dramani Mahama. So schools like the Akropong School of the Blind and all the other institutions of the country will move away from grant support from government to the school feeding initiative. Let me use this opportunity once again to celebrate GHANASCO. You have inspired many and given Ghana the president and given Ghana the first lady. To the young students here, just look up to the days here and let it inspire you that the sky should be your limit. Work with integrity, work hard, and work selflessly to serve yourself. Make your parents proud and make GHANASCO proud. So that in 65 years, we'll be back here to celebrate you again. Who knows? With another president supported by a first lady amongst you at 65. I want to thank you, Mr. President, for the opportunity to address this auspicious gathering and to celebrate GHANASCO at 65 years. Headmaster, be assured that before 31st December, 2,000 furniture will be delivered to GHANASCO and some other schools. The GET Fund will acquire a number of buses into 2026. About 50 schools, including GHANASCO, will benefit from that. I'm aware that a number of headmasters are without vehicles or pickups. The president is giving his due attention, and the GET Fund is undertaking a procurement process to get that done. So be assured that President Mahama has also guaranteed funding for free senior high school, which is also before Parliament in the GET Fund Amendment Act. So there will be no difficulty with your feeding, and President have directed that eggs be added to your meals throughout the country under the feeding program. So GHANASCO, celebrate the first lady, celebrate the first gentleman, celebrate Napisholana, celebrate Abu Jinapo, and celebrate Soyune. But be inspired by Tamasco to do more. I thank you.
A very big hand of applause for the Education Minister. Bazanyala shukuru behe. GHANASCO shukur bihimbala tananama puni yan borona beji wane tepaya yan borona tepaya na yab tamal da jombi to ko na pon kacha ka da jom panalana ko kada tisono zane tepaya teba ala shabla chamane alaji harun cambodia basa ngonyala bambe to sahayi bian tum bolivia na hono de so
Thank you so much, Dr. GHANASCO branch. Thank you so much, thank you so much, thank you so much.
Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe,
and click on the bell for more updates.